And so, I made it out of Bleak Falls Barrow. I've improved in it. So, what the thing is, you gotta have to be careful going around each corner. And doesn't take as long for you to get to Wet Run, which is totally awesome. So, yeah, it's like a real fucking compass now. This is not just flat earth anymore. It's in the round, you know? Like in the round. The 360 degree spin of the camera angle. This is how I get about, because like going left, right, up, down again. That's how we operate. I bet you any money to use the Holy Cross as a starting point for the compass. So heading in now, wearing banded uniform, if not a warrior. And yeah, I jumped from level 1 to level 4, and I figured out how to get to the infantry. It's now X square triangle. So you got your items. You can select magic through here. Destruction, restoration, shouts, powers, active effects. So that's cool. I figured how to do that. That's your infantry. It automatically does that when I take it out of menu. About getting the timing right. Actually, I lie. It's all the buttons. X square triangle 0 to get this compass thing up. Skills. Alteration, restoration, destruction. I'm just going to do it one at a time. That's how you play the game. I'm actually happy that I can just like switch weapon like this. At least I know how to know. At least I know it's there. I know it's there. Oh, actually, I don't have to press all the buttons because it's I was wondering. I was button mashing all along. Cool.
No lollygagging.
Who are you calling a lollygagger? Huh? Aye, that's right, you better walk on. Here, running up down these steps.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
Ah, don't we all, lad? Don't we all? The dragons reach where the dragons keep.
You see? The terminology is clearly First Era or even earlier. I'm convinced this is a copy of a much older text. Perhaps dating to just after the Dragon War. If so, I could use this to cross-reference the names with other later texts.
Good. I'm glad you're making progress. My employers are anxious to have some tangible answers.
Oh, have no fear. The Jarl himself has finally taken an interest, so I'm now able to devote most of my time to this research.
Time is running, Farengar, don't forget. This isn't some theoretical question. Dragons have come back.
Yes, don't worry. Although the chance to see a living dragon up close would be tremendously valuable. Now, let me show you something else I found. Very intriguing. I think your employers may be interested as well. Bah, yes, the Jarl's protege. Back from Bleak Falls Barrow. You didn't die, it seems. Ah, the Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way.
So what about my reward?
You'll have to see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with me. So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that? Nice work. Just send me a copy when you've deciphered it.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it.
We've got nothing to talk about.
Alright, that's just well fine then. Where are they going?
So, Irileth tells you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would have come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, we'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you.
Hide armor of illusion? Oh, cool. Alright.
I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
I've seen you helping the Jarl. If only all visitors to Whiterun were as noble.
gods in Dragonreach say you've aided the Yard on behalf of Whitewood. Thank you.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Here's the situation. A dragon is attacking the western watchtower.
A dragon? Now we're in for it.
You heard right. I said a dragon. I don't much care where it came from or who sent it. What I do know is that it's made the mistake of attacking Whiterun.
But Houseguard, how can we fight a dragon?
That's a fair question. None of us have ever seen a dragon before, or expected to face one in battle. But we are honor-bound to fight it, even if we fail. This dragon is threatening our homes, our families. Could you call yourselves Nords if you ran from this monster? Are you going to let me face this thing alone?
No, Houseguard.
But it's more than our honor at stake here. Think of it. The first dragon seen in Skyrim since the last age. The glory of killing it is ours, if you're with me. Now what do you say? Shall we go kill us a dragon?
Yeah!
Damn right! Let's move out.
That wasn't very enthusiastic. It wasn't, yeah! Damn right! Let's go! They're like, yeah, damn right. The fast I could do is getting better voice actors. Oh, I could get that job. Yes, make it happen. Make it happen. I'll fucking get there. I'll get there yet. Give me earbuds. The last piece cutting out.
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened, and if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what will be.
Get back. It's still here somewhere. Crocky and Thor just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Kindred, save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes! Find cover, and make every arrow count!
hell?
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened, and if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Get back. It's still here somewhere. Crocky and Tor just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Kidret, save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes. Fight.
Save over my last save.
Every arrow counts.
Tolo, save us!
The dragon's well halfway down now. place to save it. That was a bad place to save it. Oh my god. I should have stayed there. Maybe I should have stayed there. And just waited. Let him circle. Oh no. Disaster. Getting fucked every turnabout. We're all getting fucked. Oh no. What are we doing? You know what you're doing? Ah, fuck, 2 o'clock and this shit. I mean, come on. Oh, wait, I know. Ah, good to have that button, doesn't it? Because I forgot about it for a while. Okay, let's see now. Okay. Potions. Minor healing. Use. Potion of strength. Well, use that for activator. Coming up again. Nah. Yeah. Yeah.
Really dead.
Yeah.
Damn good shooting, boys.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Everybody, get back.
I'm gonna southeast straight away. Other way around. I know a guy. I know a guy.
That was the hairiest fight I've ever been in, and I've been in more than a few. I don't know about this Dragonborn business.
I can't believe you. You're Dragonborn.
Back to Whitefire right away. Jarl Balgruuf, want to know what happened here.
Dragonborn, what do you mean?
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
I think you may be right.
There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Dragon? What are you talking about?
Now how do I shoot? Try it even. Skills? Items? Map? No. Let's look at the map.
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irleth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irleth. Tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical Dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Oscar. You ain't an orc.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
If you really are Dragonborn, like out of the old tales, you ought to be able to shout. Can you? Have you tried?
No, I can't do it just yet. I don't think. No, after I unlocked that ability. I have to go through the training. That's very loud and clear.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
Look, you've already been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now get lost.
We will be back. This is not over.
I know what happened.
You there. We're looking for someone in white. They're taking money for information.
Someone do something! Committed crimes against Skyrim and the people. What say you in your defense?
You got me, tell me about it.
Smart man. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
What stolen goods? I never had any stolen goods to begin with. You crazy asshole.
Terrible and powerful Talos. We, your unworthy servants, give praise.
By Izmir, you did it! You killed the dragon.
That's the same, man. Where's that shop?
Mister, could you spare a coin?
Shop.
I'm so hungry. Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
Why are you begging?
It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mama.
Oh,
Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much.
I could adopt you if you want.
Really? Do you have a place I could live?
No, I don't. I'm working on it.
Oh, well. Thanks anyway, I suppose.
There's been talk amongst the guards. Your dragon. It's such a big...
I know where it is. Ridiculous.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second.
What a wanker, isn't he? What a wanker. So, hi, is business?
Interesting, to say the least. What with all that's been going on. On the one hand, supplies are harder to come by since fewer traders are traveling the roads these days. But on the other, the scarcity of supplies has led to some, well, elevated prices. All that matters is that I have what you need, and it's worth every septim.
What brings your bread into Skyrim?
Isn't it obvious? Why, the wonderful weather and hospitable people, of course. Not to mention my great fondness for dragons and petty political power struggles. But without a doubt, the most compelling feature of this frozen wasteland is the volley of inane questions leveled at me on a regular basis.
What have you got for sale?
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Okay, I'm gonna sell him stuff. Keep that for later.
Do come back.
Who's in here? Oh, it's just the over exit. Entered through the front door, went out the back door.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get?
Nothing.
Good.
Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
A few seconds for
Yeah, don't tell
myself
me about
is all
something
I
I know
ask.
plenty about it.
We are the children of man. Talos is the true God of man.
Come Commander Caius?
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
Well, no shit.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you.
So what happened at the Watchtower? Was the dragon there?
The Watchtower was destroyed, but we killed the dragon.
I knew I could count on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that.
Turns out I'm maybe something called Dragonborn. And when the dragon died, I absorbed some kind of power from it.
So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you.
And the Greybeards?
Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world.
What do these Greybeards want with me?
The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Rangar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Rangar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There is no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know, to climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
So angry he can hardly
Yes, my
stand
lord.
it. Father promised me a new dress days ago. Now where is it?
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
But I don't want to be patient. I want my dress right now.
That's $5 for a fucking house these days. Jesus.
You're a spoiled baby. I'm going to tell Father you said that.
Okay.
And your high shirt.
What's this? Tell me about the city's districts.
Well, there are 3 of them, arranged in 3 tiers, as you may have noticed. The Plains District is so named because it's the closest of the 3 to the plains that surround the city. The inn and marketplace are found there. Most of the city's residents live in the Wind District, which is the middle of the 3. Dragon's Reach occupies the highest, which we call the Cloud District. From here, The Jarl can see all that goes on within his city.
What's the city's history?
Ah, splendid. Our fine city has a proud history, and I'm happy to share what I know. The history of Whiterun begins with Jorrvaskr, the Hall of the Companions. For a long time, it was the only building on the mountain. As time passed, a thriving community sprang up around Jorrvaskr, as was common with mead halls. Today, Whiterun is the jewel of Skyrim. I can say without boast that it is the greatest city in all the holds.
Why is the keep called Dragon's Reach?
That is an old tale, but well known to those of us who serve in the keep. Long ago, there lived a mighty hero of the Nords, Olaf One-Eye. Olaf did battle with a fearsome dragon named Numenex. The struggle between Olaf and the dragon culminated in a mighty duel atop Mount Anthor, with Olaf the victor. Olaf returned in triumph to Whiterun. By his decree, the city's keep was rebuilt as a prison for Numenex. And so, from that time until this, our great keep has been called Dragon's Reach.
Let's see, I don't have 5 grand, do I? Let's see. No, but I have 1,452. So that's not too bad.
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
I just need to keep on doing what I'm doing. Soon have 5 grand in no time.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. Farewell.
She's right there.
I am your sword and your shield.
I'm a Thane? What does that mean?
The Jarl has recognized you as a person of great importance in the Hold. A hero. The title of Thane is an honor, a gift for your service. Guards will know to look the other way if you tell them who you are.
What does the housecarl do?
As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life.
Okay.
All right then.
See you later. Don't need you just right now. I have to retune the voice. That's what I need to do. Get the vocal cords a bit of a warm up. There's always somebody ranting or raving, isn't there? Ranting and talking.
What do you need?
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself.
How can I help a brother Nord?
Come to chat with an old woman, Do your good deed for the day.
Need something?
Who are you looking for?
A woman. A foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She's likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything.
Why are you looking for this person?
It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away.
Who are you looking for again?
We're looking for a fugitive who comes from Hammerfell. A Redguard woman. She may be somewhere in this city. We will find her eventually.
Oh well. Don't give a shit.
You have news of our quarry. Do you have news of our quarry?
You mean your fucking query? After you want out of the game. Can't hear anything in my lap. Not that I'm deaf, but just the earbud isn't working. Doesn't have its functionality that might need a new one. It's like one. I had to warn you about so many fucking things. Because I was stressed. Nobody would fucking listen. Surely enough, they're looking right now. Ooh, Tommy. That's Tommy. How long can I hold my breath in the water for? Next amount of times. Salmon meat. Realize this was meat. See, this game doesn't like me straying from the path. And that's an open world game.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
That's it. Didn't take me long to get to it. Just a beautiful wine and up. Keep going on this way, I think. On this road. Or this particular path, no, it's just like the Herpin Bends. Herpin Bends up the mountain. I'm heading south. There's a fox. Not gonna kill it though. I'll only kill the animals that attack me.
never should have come here. What are you gonna do? Huh? What are you gonna do?
And then try to fight back. You won't get the best of me.
Crown Prince, they got shot off the fucking barrel. There's two to begin with. Led me to somewhere, but there was no path around this corner, you see? The dead end. Right, keep going up there. Until I get somewhere. I'm heading southwest, I think.
Hello there, fellow traveler. One itinerant minstrel and wandering wastrel at your service.
What are you doing out here?
Observing and capturing the epic struggle for Skyrim, when brothers clash with bitter blades. Surely there is a song to be found.
Can you teach me about speechcraft?
Ah, well, after a little incident with a roguish lad and the daughter of a prominent thane, well, let's just say, best not. Afraid not. But if you're serious about sharpening that tongue, you might try the Bard's College in Solitude.
On it up?
All right.
Thanks, man. See you later. Where does the pilgrimage begin? Here? I wonder if it's back at Haldanian. Now I'm heading southeast. If not northeast. No, I think I'm heading southeast. Oh no, no, northeast now. Yeah. Over there as well. Over here's east. Northeast. level up available. Oh, first it is. Always a good part to have heavy armor.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Not much.
All right then.
Talk to you soon. If I ever see you again. And my machine was cool. Oh, we still have another tank. Not meant to go there right now.
Greetings, brother. You look weary. I have something to help you relax.
What are you talking about?
Finest skooma, the sweetest moon sugar, at a fair price, of course.
This doesn't seem legal.
Oh, a snitch, huh? Can't have you running to any guards now, can I? You're as good as true!
What? No way.
I'll spare you. For now.
Should just... That guy just pissed me off. You know what I'm gonna do? Get out of here.
Nice doing business with you. Never should have come here.
Man, he was a bad guy. Come on. Ronnie, you seriously? Make this into a potion or something. Something I could eat. In small doses, of course. is dead. Alright. This is gonna take a while. What's in here? Looks like a place where you can camp up, rest up. Alchemist shack discovered. Ah, so that must have been this guy's shack up the road. Just supplying there, carrot. You're certainly healthy anyway. Skirmisher's potion. What's here? Read the firmament. Well, there's always time for a page turner anyway. The stars of Tamriel are divided into 13 constellations. 3 of them are the major constellations known as the Guardians. These are the warrior, the mage, and the thief. Each of the Guardians protects its 3 charges from the 13th constellation, the Serpent. When the sun rises near one of the constellations, it is that constellation's season. Each constellation has a season of approximately 1 month. The Serpent has no season, for it moves about in the heavens, usually threatening one of the other constellations. The Warrior. The Warrior is the first Guardian constellation, and he protects his charges during the seasons. The Warrior's own season is last seed, when his strength is needed for the harvest. His charges are the Lady, the Steed, and the Lord. Those born under the sign of the Warrior are skilled with weapons of all kinds, but prone to short tempers. The Mage is a Guardian constellation, whose season is Rain's Hand, when Magicka was first used by men. His charges are the Apprentice, the Golem, and the Ritual. Those born under the Mage have more Magicka and talent for all kinds of spellcasting, but are often arrogant and absent-minded. The Thief is the last Guardian constellation, and her season is the darkest one for the Evening Star. Her charges are the Lover, the Shadow, and the Tower. Those born under the sign of the Thief are not typically thieves, though they take risks more often and only rarely come to harm. They will run out of their luck eventually, however, and rarely live as long as those born under the other signs. Talk about non-binary choices. If you combine those 3 together, yeah, you can flow. Some nightshade. Say how is the lot? Cool. There's a mixing station. You can create potions and combining 2 or more ingredients to share a common effect. Okay. What? Bone meal, fire salts, and daft bell. What was that? Create. Potion resist fire at it. Ravage stamina. Cool. Hanging moss, nightshade, and moon sugar. What are they combined? Damage Magicka and damage Magicka regeneration. It's a it's a regeneration thing. Butterfly, spider's egg, and a pretzel branch. Resist frost. Moon sugar, frost salts, and spider egg. Resist frost, weakness to fire, restore Magicka, restore Magicka. Bone meal, permanent fire, and moon sugar. Which one is bone meal? I failed. Okay. Didn't do bad. I didn't do too bad at alchemy. So I kind of know what goes with what. I know you sell those books, so I can. Lords of Skyrim. Lords of Skyrim, my people, my pride. Respected reader, my name is Brofman Wolfheart, and I'm a Nord. But more importantly, I'm a Nord born and raised in the land of Skyrim. I write this volume in the desperate hope that the rest of the Tamriel come to know my people as they deserve to be known, and understand this province for what it truly is, a place of uncontested beauty and culture. Some of what you know is undoubtedly true. Physically, we Norns are an impressive, often imposing sight, tall of stature, strong of bone, and thick of muscle. Our hair is often fair and worn braided, as has been the custom for generations. Often we are swathed in the hides of beasts, for each creatures are abundant in Skyrim, and we would be foolish not to take advantage of such an available resource. Having read the fair, you may be shocked at the strength of my words and the literacy of a Northern savage. Aye, many Nords can both read and write. My father began my instruction in the way of letters when I was but a bairn, as did his father, and his father before him. But the accomplishments of the children of Skyrim are multitude and go beyond mere wordcraft. For we are artisans as well, and through the ages have learned to manipulate steel the way a sculptor would clay. Indeed, I have seen with mine own eyes visitors from High Rock and Cyrodiil weep in disbelief as they beheld the blades rotting the tires of the Skyforge, and honed to beautiful deadness by the gods' touched hands of Clan Greymane. So, there you go. It's always a good read for later. Alchemist Journal. Coming to this area was a brilliant decision. The local flora seemed to have many useful properties that I've been able to utilize into new potions. Aside, the rich soil has allowed the cuttings I've collected to grow into fine and beautiful plants. This afternoon I think I will journey out for more mushrooms as my current supplies begin to dwindle. On a personal note, I have moved my alchemy work outside the shack. I find the midday air is a boon to my health, as well as inspirational to my work. You never know when you're going to need to write something there. Moose elk. Fucking bear, run the fuck, get the fuck out of here. Get away from me, bear. Oh, fuck. No, don't you think about it. It's a wolf now. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck. Seriously. Just go away, please. Thank you very much. Nearly got mauled by a fucking bear. If you had the bolt action rifle from Red Dead, you shoot it in the head multiple times and you're fucking done with it.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor in such power?
What's this place? Could do with a drink. I'm telling you now, could do with a drink. Filmer in. Where is everybody? Where's the bard?
We don't get many visitors through here, unless they're headed up to High Hrothgar, of course. If I were you, I'd keep away from the barrow on the east side of town. It's haunted.
Tell me more about the barrow.
There ain't much more to tell. They're haunted, and you should stay away. Look, I've seen one of the spirits with my very own eyes. When it glared at me, I swear it burned right through my soul.
Do the spirits haunt your town as well?
Fortunately, they seem to be sticking to the barrow. I think they're guarding it. Certainly isn't helping my business any. Who'd want to rent a room anywhere near a haunted barrow?
I could investigate for you.
If you think there's anything you can do, be my guest.
Has anyone ever explored the barrow?
About a year or two ago, some fella named Windelius came through. Said he was some kind of a treasure hunter. I warned him not to go in there, just like I warned you. The very next night we heard screams from the barrow, and that was it. We never saw him again.
Heard any rumors lately?
I heard tell of a lad in Windhelm, Aventus Aretino. They say he's been doing the Black Sacrament, trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Damn fool.
Where can I learn more about magic?
Sir, I've got no interest in magic users. No use for their kind at all. They're way up north in Winterhold, and that's fine with me. I don't even like our Jarl having a court wizard.
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Pardon me, my lord. Would you care to hear me play my lute?
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
I think I saw it again. That ghost. It was over by the barrows.
That thing's evil, Linley. I told you to keep away from there.
I'm sorry. I was curious. I didn't believe the stories. I won't go over there ever again.
See that you don't. I promised to keep you safe, and I'm not going to break my word.
And when I'm not looking. Can't steal this gold right here?
Have you spoken to Fastred yet?
No. I'll tell you, Wilhelm. If I could sweep her away from here tomorrow, I'd do it. But Klimek still has so much to learn.
Klimek is doing just fine. You should follow your heart.
Perhaps one day, but not today.
Dagger. And then sleep. Gee, my 5 hours will do. Nine in the daytime. Getting very rested. Very rested. I can talk to him later.
You don't look like a pilgrim. Why bother visiting Iverstead?
Why would you let me with your own business? For a second or two. I'm on the move. I'm a busy man.
Here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop.
Not right now.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whitecap.
100. Go check out quests. That I haven't really done yet. It's not letting me access to miscellaneous. Oh, okay. I have to do it this way. X, and then speak, investigate, destroy that file. Take that off, and then take that off and now.
How could mere men bring down such a beast?
This way. Right here. Nothing really here, is there? Ah, there's the door. Okay. is a man. Before a man came to rule Tamriel, and before the chronicles of the historians recorded the affairs of the rulers of Tamriel, the events of a world unknown only through myths and legends, and through the divinely inspired teachings of the nine divines. For convenience, historians divide the distant ages of prehistory into two broad periods of time: the Dawn Era and the Mirific Era. The Dawn Era. The Dawn Era is at a period before the beginning of mortal time, when the feats of the gods take place. The Dawn Era ends with the exodus of the gods and magic from the world at the founding of the Adamantine Tower. The term Mirific comes from the Nord, literally era of the elves. The Mirific era is the prehistoric time after the exodus of the blah 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 blah. The Mirific era. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Someone else will appreciate it more. Okay. I'm not this. This I cannot hold right now. That's because I don't want to put it. Which lever is the right lever to open up that gate? That's the puzzle. Right, okay. I'm just going to say the fire one. Here we go. Woo! Look at that! Nearly got killed. This is gonna be a short journey.
Who dare?
Filter of the Phantom. Appears spectral, means turn invisible. Journal of Windows Gavarian. 4E200 is Morning Star. I set up camp inside the barrow. This has to be the place. According to all of my research, the burial chamber should be located here. All I need is some time undistributed to find the claw. It must be hidden here somewhere. 4E200 25 Morning Star. I had a close call today with that fool Willem. He came close to entering the barrow, but I was able to scare him off by rattling some pottery shards in the bank. These people are far too superstitious for their own good. Gives me an idea. 4E200 28 Morning Star. After a few feelers, I've come up with a mixture that should do the trick. The glow is perfect. I should look exactly like one of the supposed spirits the people of Aristad believe is haunting this barrow. Going to test it out tomorrow. 4E 2029. Yeah, so basically it's telling me that that's just research, this is what he was doing. And this is the very last page. They shall not take my treasure. They shall all pay dearly for their crimes. Any who is set forth within these walls will taste my wrath, my power. I am the guardian of Shroud Earth Barrow. All who oppose me will fall. sapphire claw for this. Skull of Dread Zombie. Reanimate a weak dead body to fight for you for 60 seconds. That was a close call. So I have to do the reverse. The business owner will be happy of this news.
You don't look like a pilgrim. Why bother visiting Iverstead?
We don't get many visitors through here. Unless they're headed up to High Hrothgar, of course.
I find this Shroud Earth Barrow. Find this in Shroud Earth Barrow. Here's the journal.
Let me see that. I can't believe this.
It was all just a fabrication of this Windelius character. I can't believe we were so stupid. Well, least I can do is give you something for taking care of him. If you won't accept it as a payment, consider it a gift.
Anything you can tell me about High Hrothgar?
The Greybeards are a solitary lot. I don't think they've ever ventured outside their monastery. We get the occasional pilgrim passing through here on their way to the summit, but almost all of them have returned disappointed. If you're headed up to the monastery, watch your step. It's a long way down.
It's a long way up.
I think you should continue with your...
What do you want?
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself.
I think you tell me about Hrothgar.
I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thule, they could kill you by uttering a single word. Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them.
What types of deliveries do you make to High Hrothgar?
Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
And in return?
Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll.
I can do it for you.
Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Anything I should watch out for during the climb?
Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you. Other than that, watch your footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous. Be careful up there.
Those bears are making this attempt so real. Hope we can do something.
Some sort of shrine over here. Read F's tablets. Before the birth of man, the dragons ruled all among us. The word was a voice, and they spoke only for two needs. For the voice could blot out the sky and flood the land.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Did you hear the Greybeards called Dovahkiin?
I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means.
What are you doing?
I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way.
Do you visit the Greybeards?
They're not the sort to take visitors. But I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials, but not to make conversation. Good day.
Good day to you. That should be a piece of cake. Who are you?
Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind.
Did you hear the Greybeard's call, Dovahkiin?
I was just outside Iverstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries.
She's got a different opinion. Because she's in the knowledge of something else. She knows something I don't. What is this? The further I get away from that there, all the better. We're here now. I should see it here. My live stream's fucking up, so I'm just gonna leave it here.